PBX. Okay, so I'm back on my PBX. I'm going back to my roots. Okay, so on my roots here, I've got X, for example, X dot. So like I said earlier, X dot means that you can dial any number. So any number that starts with a 0, you can dial that number. Any number that starts with a 1, any number that starts with a 2. So now, if you want to filter, for example, we want to stop people from calling cell phones, or let me say 083 numbers, because I think that would be easier to demonstrate. Okay, so what I'll do is I will go here, right? And we know that people that use 083 okay, let me take 011 for example, because I think for illustration purposes it's going to be better. So if I want to filter people from calling numbers that starts with 011, what I can do is I can go back to my pattern and see which number does not include a 1, right? So if I go back here, you see that n matches numbers between 2 to 9. So I want to filter people. I want to filter my PBX from calling 011 numbers. So what I'll do on my instance here, I will set this number as 0, right? Then I'll add n. Okay, this should be capital letter. I'll add n, right? Dot. So any number that starts with 01, or I can just do this because I want to filter 011. If I specify this as ONN dot, it means that if you try to dial an 011 number, the PBX will not allow that to go through, right? If I want to block people from, or I want to set up my PBX for people to dial 1 first before they 1 first to pick a line, right? What I will have to do is I will have to clear this out and add a 1, for example, right? Then I can add an X, X dot. Then what I have to do is I have to strip the first digit, right? Then I'll set my rule like this. So which means if you just pick up the phone, you dial 011 or 082, the PBX will reject that call. So first of all, you need to dial 1, then you dial the number. So the PBX will remove the 1 and send out the rest of the digits that you're sending out. So this you can also use to just block out people from calling out. So it's only people who know that we need to use a 1 to dial out who will use the correct pattern. So this is how you can use the dial patterns on the PBX. It does have options also of adding pin codes. So those options, you find them here under password. So you can add the pin list, or you can use a single pin. Okay. So this is what I was explaining about dial patterns. The next item would be setting up inbound call rules. Okay, so to set up your inbound call rules, you still under settings, then PBX call control. Then the first option that you get on call control is inbound call routes. So you can just click add your inbound call routes. It comes with the PBX comes with predefined outbound routes that allow inbound routes, sorry, that allow anything. What you need to specify, though, you just need to specify your trunks once they are set up. And if you have more than one client on the PBX for their inbound rules, all your trunks will be listed here on the left hand side, and you can name your inbound route to say this is for so and so company. And what you need to do now, if you've got multiple tenants on your PBX, you will need to specify under dial pattern. So the dial pattern would be the client's mainline number. So that's what you specify there. You don't leave it blank, because I mean, if it's just one client, the number is specified on the trunk side, so you don't need to edit here. But if you've got more than one client on the same PBX, you will need to specify the dial pattern here under the inbound route. So under where it says DID pattern, That's where you add the client's number. Then you select the extension, move it from the left uh, to the right. So going to my next slide, you have options of adding the destination. So you've got a number of options. You can either drop the call, send it to an extension, send it to a group of extension, send it to a call queue. You can send it to an IVR. So those are the options that are available. Okay, let me quickly go to my PBX. Okay, so the inbound route, I'm just going to edit the one that is existing. Okay, I've got a question. I'm going to read the question out to you. The question reads, if I have, say, 5 clients on this cloud PBX and each of them have 3 or 5 extensions, does this mean that they can call each other if the extension numbers are known? Okay, if the extension numbers, if they know the extension numbers, they will be able to call each other extension to extension dialing. Okay, I've got another question. The question reads, can you please send me this video? Yes, we will share the video with you. Okay, for those who want the video, you can just email your request. I'm gonna drop my email in the chat panel. I've got another question that says, does this cloud PBX come with its own telephone management system like MEN 3000 or TMS in the event that the client wants detailed billing on calls made. Okay, the PBX does not come with its own TMS. It does support the billing app, right? Which where you have to get a license for it, but you can integrate MEN 3000 into it. Yes, that's something that can be done. Okay, so the PBX does it does have a billing app, right? But you need to get a license. It doesn't, so you need to get a billing app for that to work. The PBX does support MEN 3000. So if you want to integrate with MEN 3000, you can do so. Okay, I'm still waiting for questions. Is there anyone who has questions? And then you start adding your extensions. So that you do that by going to extensions, to settings, sorry, then under PBX, then under extensions, you will see the options to add. You can either add as a single extension or in bulk. You can edit the extensions. You've got the option to import or export an extension list if you've got one. Um, the next step, okay, it's actually showing you how to add the extensions, the information where you actually have to enter the information. So under extensions, you can go to basic. So under basic, that's where you put the extension number, the format that you want to have. If you want to have a 3-digit number or a 4-digit number, you find it on this page. So you have also an option of adding the number of concurrent registrations. The maximum on a Yeaster cloud is 4 concurrent registrations. So it means that